Today we are going to talk about Danglish Media again. He has gone from being a YouTuber that would talk about the issues with YouTube and how they suppress you. I am not going to say the word, they suppress you, to where he is full on trying to glaze Google's, you know what, and blaming the content creator. He used to talk about how it wasn't your fault, but it was YouTube's algorithm. There was ways to do it. Because he used to say there was a method. Now he's outright saying there's no method, and it's just your fault. And he's trying to say that if you don't put your face out, then you deserve to not have views. If you don't have a certain quality of content, then you should not have views. He's outright blaming you as the creator, even though statistically it's not your fault. It's just more or less YouTube will not allow you to get views. This guy's been slowly going crazy, and I mean he's been going crazy. Like, he was normal at the start, and now he's just gone crazy. Like, this video right here has 1.1 thousand views, and it has no title. I mean, it doesn't have no good thumbnail and nothing like that, but it got views. The fact is, it doesn't matter what he says. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. And he's going to, in the latest video he's talking about, he outright admits, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. And he seems very distraught. He's legitimately, I think he's gone mentally crazy, because I think he's one of these YouTubers who have, stopped doing his job, or he's doing his job part-time to do YouTube full-time. And ever since all the updates on YouTube in these last few years, that he's realizing I'm not growing, I'm actually decreasing in my channel. But no, I want to say the other word, but you can't say that on YouTube. No, Sherlock. We're gonna watch it.
After doing YouTube for several years now and having one channel that grew super fast and established an audience that really stuck onto the channel, and also having created channels that just didn't work as well, I have some things that I've done wrong during the years that I've tried growing here on YouTube, and things that I think you might be doing wrong as well. And
See, he's at this point where he's trying to blame. If you're a YouTuber, he's blaming you for not doing it right. Because he thinks if you don't show your face, you don't do high quality content, quote unquote high quality content, you should be repressed. Knowing that that's not how it works on YouTube. YouTube used to, you was not suppressed. You would get views. But now, people like this moron, let's face it, this moron who says it's your fault. He has gone insane, and he's wanting to blame you as the creator.
that's why we're going to talk about this today, because I think some of these, there's a reason why we do these things wrong, because this info just keeps being said in all of these YouTube growth videos. Now, one of the first things
You was a YouTube growth video. You was trying to say you know a solution to get you out of shadow banning. And I shouldn't say that either. That's another word that can get you suppressed on the algorithm. And you outright lied, and now you're saying that that doesn't work. So you don't know what you're talking about either. You're clearly having a mental breakdown, and you're realizing that I can't make money on YouTube no more because YouTube has seen me as a spam creator and now is suppressing my content. All of your channels is probably connected to your IP. It's not your fault. You make decent quality videos. It's not my cup of tea, but I guarantee people will like your videos. You know what they like? They like AI slop. AI slop does so well on YouTube. Is it your fault that you do bad on YouTube? No, it's not your fault. YouTube just hates you. YouTube hates me. They won't allow my videos to grow. And it's not because of a skill issue. There was active slop on YouTube that gets millions of views. And some of these people make millions of dollars just by posting AI slop or outright theft of content. It's not because you're bad at your channel. It's because they don't want you to grow. If you grew as a YouTuber, you would be able to grow. Your channel will not grow. That's a fact. You know, you trying to not view bot, you don't view bot. You put some fake subscribers on your channel to make your channel grow, didn't do shit. What do you expect? I know I shouldn't cuss, but whatever.
That I would say is completely wrong is that there is no single setting in your YouTube backend.
Okay. If it's about luck, then how come AI slop channels get views then? How come AI slop channels get views? And I don't mean by just for kids. I mean, they just show active slop. They get views. Shorts and normal content. You are blaming small creators for their quote-unquote lack of skills. No, you are being disgustingly wrong.
And on your videos that will help you grow on YouTube. Even though
To see how he acts. You tell me he's not distraught. This dude is distraught. He knows that all of his channels are dying because YouTube has seen him as spam content, or probably he did something that YouTube doesn't like, and they're outright making all his channels absolutely no way to grow. Get used to it, buddy. I've been doing this for over a year now.
so there is so many videos from a different kind of YouTube growth gurus out there that will tell you that just by changing this setting or having this feature on and off will kill your channel. And I'm just like, besides turning
You know, some of these channels, and he knows this too, but he's trying to blame you as a creator. It's not your fault because of it's not because of you. It's because of YouTube. I don't have this problem on TikTok. If this guy looked on my TikTok, he realized, oh no, he doesn't have an issue growing. It's just that YouTube and TikTok have different algorithms. TikTok has a superior algorithm. The search function's superior, the algorithm's superior, everything's about superior. It just doesn't have that long form content that's better suited for it. And it doesn't have support for podcasting as much. If it had those two, and also better monetizations where you can make more money on TikTok. If it didn't have those three, TikTok would be at the top, no matter what. YouTube, it's just a dying platform. And the only reason why people use this website is because there's no way you can grow. No way you can make money on a video hosting platform, because this is the only one that makes you money.
on the YouTube Kids function, that's just not going to happen to you. It's not like
Just a reminder, this dude had to play with toys. He was showing toys to make a metaphor, but he was trying to see if YouTube would detect the toys and possibly give him more views. Because the thing is, you know why there's so many toy channels? Because when you have toys in your videos, the AI, the algorithm, would detect that and say, let's get you views. And that's why he bought out toys. And also he's breaking down mentally. As someone who dealt with mentally ill people in real life, he's clearly having a nervous breakdown. He's probably a divorced dad.
growth on your channel is not hindered by one thing in your backend that you forgot to put on. And maybe it's not something that you want to hear, because you always want to, and I always want to find some sort of external fact.
No, in reality, it's it's YouTube's fault, and you know this, and you're gaslighting your audience.
In why I haven't made it yet, why this channel doesn't have more than 100 subscribers, and why you might be stuck at the same point at 100 subscribers. Now this channel is only 2 months old, so I'm actually quite.
There are people who posted a week ago and they already have 10,000 subscribers. And they post complete slop. There were kids channels. They have like a media company where they have like 50 channels. There were people who make AI slop content. They have like 50 AI slop content channels. They skim data off of videos of their transcripts. They repackage it and then they make money off of it. Maybe more than the original creator. That's the state of YouTube. So you can say, well, it's about quality. No, it isn't. There is no quality in AI slop. If that was the case, then why are you watching Netflix then? Why are you watching Hulu? Why are you watching real life TV? Why are you watching the YouTuber? That's an excuse. I hate the word excuse, but it's the only thing you can say it's an excuse. You just don't want to blame YouTube because you're so afraid that if you're too aggressive with YouTube, and it's true, if you are too aggressive towards YouTube, YouTube will ban your account. I have had multiple channels banned because I was very critical with YouTube. YouTube will suppress you.
Quite happy with 100 subscribers, and I feel like I'm going for these. Maybe you're one of them out there who want to subscribe. I would rather have 100 subscribers.
I'm subscribed to the dude because I thought he was going to talk about something interesting, and then I'm more fascinated how much his mind has broke down. Like he's legitimately having a mental breakdown. That's the only thing I can compare it to. A mental fucking breakdown.
Who like my content, then thousands and thousands of subscribers where I have no connection with any of you. But going back to this one setting, I don't know why and where this info started and why these gurus keep repeating it.
You mean people like you? You want to blame the content creator. It's not the content creator. It's just YouTube wants to suppress you.
But I'm just 197% sure that there's no single thing in your YouTube videos that can be changed a setting or so that will help you blow up. Now, why am I?
You can pay $40 to get fake views on your video, and that's how many YouTubers now get views. I have talked about this almost a quarter of a year ago. There are view bots on YouTube. You can view bot if you know what you're doing. This is how new YouTubers grow. And people like you don't want to admit that, because if you admit that YouTube openly view bots, then you are fucked.
Sure that it's like this, because you can say, Simon, you have no video that's a million views yet or something, and maybe there is a hitting setting.
Someone like me, I don't care if I get a million views. I just want to have views that at least in the minimum, the hundreds, like I used to always get, no matter what you did. If you didn't, the only way you got to where you only got 0 views back in the day, if you didn't title your video at all, and if you did everything wrong, you had to purposely make it where there was no way they could search your video. That was the only way. There was no other way you could do that. The fact is, you don't want to admit that someone like me is right. Because if I am right, then you will be fucking scared. I'm always right about this shit. I've done YouTube for a few years now, and I know how YouTube's algorithm works. The news algorithm doesn't make sense. And the way people are doing it is by cheating the system. This is why there's nothing but same content. Everyone's copying each other.
No, because if there was this one hidden setting, then this would have been reverse engineered so many.
Then you're saying that there's no skill and it's all about luck? then explain the slop content. Then, as I said, explain the slop content. It's either YouTube suppressing your content or they're not. They let you have views. They play favoritisms. You have to pay $40 to get view bar, and that's the reason why they're if you know about YouTube hype, which I know you know what I'm talking about, Danglish Media, where you can now pay YouTube itself because they realize how many people are going on third. Because the reason why YouTube hype is a thing now was they're trying to release where you can buy views or buy SEO. It's because everyone's been going on many of these third-party social media boosting sites and paying a shit ton of money to these companies. So they're trying to, instead of letting them do it, they're going to do it themselves so they can get the money out of it. Because that's how they're making money. That's how these SEO companies are making money, because of YouTube and Twitch. You don't see this on TikTok that much. They are on TikTok, but it's mostly from YouTube and Twitch that do that kind of shit. Because you can't grow on the site normally. If I paid $40 and just put one of my videos and got up to 1,000 views, you wouldn't question it.
Many times during the past 2 decades that YouTube has been here. I don't remember the stats, but you can look it up or ask ChatGPT or something. There is like millions and maybe even billions of videos being uploaded monthly to YouTube. And you only get to see those who really work. And do you really believe that it's because they have a setting on and off in their videos that make it work better? Now, the next thing on the list here is that the only thing that really matters is your title and your thumbnail. And now,
your title and thumbnail doesn't matter. As someone who has did basic titles and got shit ton of views, and as titles that would make perfectly good sense, you would get no views. It doesn't matter. There's no skill in it. And you know this too.
it matters for different reasons that what I have been looking into all the time. I have been looking at my thumbnails and saying, oh, are there not a good enough graphics or good enough quality of the thumbnails?
As I keep telling you and many other people, quality doesn't matter on social media. You could be funny, entertaining. Some people like down to earth, low quality or medium quality. If you want to go with that mental gymnastics, just watch Netflix, just watch professionally, watch only Mr. Beast videos. He makes high quality content. He should be the only videos you should be watching because he has the best quality content. That's what you're saying to people. That's what you're saying. Just watch mainstream media. People want to see actual people. People don't want to see fake people. Stop trying to gaslight people.
And or are the title not exciting enough? And that's wrong actually. And this might be hard for me to explain because I'm not a native English speaker. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's about the idea and getting the idea across the screen. Now, the reason why this channel is not really at thousands and millions of subscribers is that my content here, my ideas behind my videos are not groundbreaking.
No, it's just the RNG gods of YouTube doesn't want to get your video out there. It's not about, oh, it's not groundbreaking. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. Do you know how hard is it to find your channel when I looked up, is shadow banning a real thing? It was almost impossible. The way I found your video was by having to use Google itself, not YouTube, but Google, just to find the first video you made. I had to go through that to find that video. And I found it because I was actively trying to look for people talking about this situation because I felt like no one's talking about it. If you look up shadow banning on YouTube, you will actively see that it's openly suppressed on YouTube if you bring it up. Now you have to go through Google just to look through that shit. You have to go through Google just to find it. You can't use YouTube to find it. Even this one YouTuber I talked about many times, US Airsoft, I didn't find his video by looking up shadow banning or the suppressed creator program. No, I found him by third party. There was no way I could find him anywhere else. You are openly trying to gaslight people. And you can't help it because you think you know what you're talking about. You're just having a mental breakdown, dude.
I'm trying to, in this video, at least tell you something that I'm from my experience. So it's more like an experience-based channel.
Single father behavior, dude. We can tell. Your quality doesn't matter. I came on your video because not came in that way. Don't have your head in the gutter. I found it because of third party. I didn't found it from recommendations. I had to search you up, and it was hard to search you up. I think your video shows up in the second. You have to go down one just to find your channel. If I look up Danglish Media, so it tells you that your channel is being suppressed. Like mine. Mine goes down way down.
Whereas good ideas will transcend your main audience and could go go through all of YouTube. You see Ryan Trahan visiting one-star hotels and so on, and that's an idea that's great because you see the idea on YouTube and say, what's that all about? And then you want to see it. I recently clicked on a video, I think it was called My $43,000 Mistake, and there was something on the thumbnail that I couldn't really.
Okay. There are a bunch of people doing that. And those people tend to have money. These are people who start out, who are rich people, who have money. Okay? I'm having to talk to you like a child. I don't like doing that. I think that's rude. But that's the only way to get it through your head. These people make money from outside of YouTube. They use the FU money they make, and then they make videos on YouTube and possibly go on third-party websites or even pay Google themselves to be pushed on the algorithm to make money. That's what's going on. And other people, small creators, they don't get views, and if they do get views, it's either by luck or it's by... So yeah, okay. Something like this channel. There's multiple channels like this where they post Call of Duty, and I think they're in like Discord groups. All these people, I brought it up a long time ago by YouTubers who openly view bot. There's an active YouTube view botting community on YouTube. They tend to play Call of Duty videos in the background. Some of them just scrape the videos off the platform. I put a video up on my channel just an hour ago, almost 2 hours ago now, and to see what will happen. And my theory is correct, where I think it's just them view botting. They're in Discord groups. They basically put like a money in the pot almost system to get views. That's how they get views on their channel. There is no way they can get views for what they talk about because it's all the same slop. All the same slop. So yeah, that's the state of YouTube. I don't see this on TikTok or Instagram.
Figure out what was, and I was like, I need to see what this is. So I clicked on it, and that's a good idea because it's an expensive mistake, and you want to see what that mistake was because that's an expensive mistake you don't want to do in your life, right? So ideas on YouTube is just so much more important, and it's so hard to understand how to show your idea and to validate your idea. It's hard to know if you have a good idea. I think that's something that when Mr. Beast talks about this in
Okay, Mr. Beast is a multi-million-dollar influencer. He's a celebrity. He is not one of us, you dense motherfucker. He is someone, he's a billionaire. He doesn't understand YouTube. He's the reason why the algorithm's so shit. He doesn't. Many of these big YouTubers I brought up, where they're basically, if you have so many subscribers and you've been on YouTube for so long, you are on YouTube's whitelist. You can just put a simple title, no description, no way for them to find out, to find the video. But because they're on YouTube's whitelist, they can title their video and have simple, like this, like the screenshot I'm seeing right here with your video right now with your face. If you use these big YouTubers, you can just have this title, this face, this thumbnail, and maybe it will just say the real reason, ... You would think that there'd be no way you could find that video. There'd be no way YouTube will recommend it to people. But because they're on YouTube's whitelist, they will get views no matter what. That's how YouTube works. You should know this, but you don't care.
all of his podcasts. I hate to use him as an example, but he said it's all about the idea, the brainstorm, the idea, all.
Mr. Beast doesn't know what he's talking about. He openly says he could do whatever he wants. He's not a YouTuber. He's a celebrity.
It over and over and over. And I think when you have these creators on the platform that just know how to grow and keep growing and growing and growing,
by paying people. These are celebrities who are doing this, not YouTubers. If you take the celebrities out, they don't do shit. People scrounge by on YouTube. They get lucky when they do get views. And if they don't get lucky, as I said, there's a massive market where you just go on a website, pay 40 or 50 bucks. You could do this. You can pay 40 or 50 bucks to boost a video on your channel, or you pay 40 or 50 bucks and buy a pre-made American YouTube channel, which that's very common. There's an active market where you can buy a pre-made YouTube channel that has 1,000 subscribers. They all bots, but it counts. And that will give you a slot boost and a chance to get you in the algorithm. That's just a common market.
it's because they have nailed the format of making good ideas for the content.
No, they haven't. No, they haven't. There is far more interesting content than Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is known to just pander to children at best. People even question why he gets views. He has been in scandal after scandal, and most people would have been already suppressed. He is just YouTube's favorite, and they're trying to make it where he doesn't get views. I mean, they're trying to make it where he only gets views, and there's no way he cannot be demonetized, shadow banned, or anything like that.
And to be honest, I don't know how to do that yet, because it's not a...
No, you did know how to do it, but what happened was YouTube's algorithm changed. This is why I can't grow on YouTube. I have grown on TikTok to where I'm almost at 10,000 followers. That means I can make money on TikTok if I get a viral video. Say if I get like a video that's 10,000, not 10,000, 1 million views, and the average view time is 10 seconds. Yes, I will make $1 per 1,000 views, and 1 million views, that's $1,000 right there. Yeah, I can get to that point. You, on the other hand, don't understand that. And you think people like me and other small creators is our fault. No, we understand algorithms. We know how to title stuff. We know how to make the algorithm like us. It's just YouTube has shadow banned us. Stop lying about this shit.
It's not a tactic. It's not about using the right software. It's not about using the right camera. It's not about having 4K quality.
Yeah, as I said, explain the AI slop channels. You going back and forth. Oh, it's about quality. It's about not quality. It's about quality. You don't know what it is. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're having a mental breakdown over this. This is the reason why you stopped doing YouTube for about over 2 weeks. Probably realize that people like me are correct, and you suppress me. You actively make it where I can't comment on your video. Oh well, you're too negative. You're too negative. You're delusional. It's like, fuck you, buddy.
It's not about the structuring your titles in the same way, because I think, to be honest, I think I'm good at making titles. If somebody has a good video idea, I think I can master making great
Anyone can be good at making titles. Your titles used to matter. It doesn't matter. You're either YouTube's favorite or you're automatically shadow banned. Stop bootlicking, you fucking don't.
titles for that video. I think I am good at making thumbnails, and you might be the same out there. But
So what's the problem? Is it our fault or is it YouTube's fault? That's the point I'm getting at. And you tried to suppress me when I said that to you. You actively said, you're delusional, TP Bunho. You're delusional, get out. No, I'm not delusional. I was the sane one. You were going insane. You being a single father or a divorced dad and you having to deal with this shit? Why should I have respect for you? Well, why should I even care what you have to say when you pretty much leading people on the wrong path and victim blaming? Fucking scumbag.
your and my idea is not just transcending our audience. My videos here are hitting kind of the same people all over, but over.
No. We're not even being hit in the recommendations. That's different. I guarantee the reason why you got some videos that got them views because it got lucky enough when they searched it up. Like your first video, because people looked up what I was looking at, because there's a lot of people who are wondering why is my small channel doesn't get views? Am I shadow banned? Am I this? Am I that? This is a fact.
Over again, which is good because that creates community. So you're creating a deeper connection with your audience.
YouTube has destroyed any form of community. Over half the people I watch, I don't even know the name of their channel. I just know him as the guy who makes a video that I like to watch. TikTok, I know a lot of the people I watch. My goodness, that's an ugly face right there. You have DMs on TikTok. YouTube used to have DMs on YouTube. It's gone now. I can rely on the notifications on TikTok because it tells you when somebody makes a comment on one of your videos, posts, or whatever. YouTube's comment section is so garbage that I can't even trust it. There'd be people who say, why haven't you responded to my comment? Well, it's because it hasn't been shown up in my notifications because Google is so fucked up.
The next thing is one thing that helped me grow on my gaming channel really fast is something that's.
I'm gonna tell you how his gaming channel grew fast. His gaming channel is like several years old. That means it was I'm assuming like at minimum maybe 2022, 2021, or at far enough 2019, 2018. You know what I mean? To where that was when the algorithm worked. There's a reason why people who can grow, if their channel's old enough, they can get views. Like the reason why I think I'm not growing because I'm post 2020, 2022 to where I can't get views.
Again, not a YouTube tactic per se, but it's an overall marketing tactic. It comes down to branding. And when I'm talking about branding, I'm not talking about a logo on the corner on my video.
It's funny how he's saying that there's no tactic, but he's trying to put tactics in. There's no tactic, dude. It's either there is tactics or no tactics. There is no tactics on YouTube. There's tactics on TikTok. I could tell you tactics on TikTok. I can actively tell you how to grow on TikTok, and I had no issue. It is far easier on TikTok than it is YouTube. Far easier. There's a reason why people who started on Twitch, you know what people on Twitch do usually? They post videos on TikTok, and then they say, go on my Twitch so I can get views on, you know, they will post videos on TikTok saying, go on my Twitch and so I can grow my Twitch channel. Because Twitch you can't grow on there. You have to have a third party. Like I got over 13 subscribers just telling people to go on my Twitch. If I kept spamming it enough, I can get enough people to where I can get monetized on Twitch as well. Now I don't like Twitch, to be honest. I don't like it. But some people had to go on just because they can, because it's probably still the only decent form of live service. YouTube is shit. I'm gonna be honest. YouTube's shit. The only reason why I'm using it because I use my channel to watch videos.
And I'm not talking about the name of the channel, because the name is almost the same as this channel here, and it's not about that. I branded the channel about branding the channel on YouTube is more about how you brand your content, and it's about creating something that the viewer know what to expect when they see you, and that you create a brand about your content. I need to explain this better. When the viewers see your thumbnail, they know what kind of content to expect. Now,
Okay. So when you have a video where it's complete slop, AI slop, are you saying that they get views and they should get views? No, you would think you would think YouTube would try to get rid of that shit because it's too low quality.
watch Typical Gamer a lot, and I've also watched Ludwig in the past, but I watch Typical Gamer a
Yeah,
lot, and I've been watching.
yeah, the two people who I think Ludwig was the person was saying that there's a skill to grow on YouTube, and you're just shit at content, knowing that he has so many connections within the video hosting community that there was no way he knew what he was talking about, because he used third parties to make a channel, like a secret channel, quote unquote, and he got thousands of thousands of views and thousands of subscribers, knowing that when people look into it, they realize he was full of shit and he was lying. He stopped talking about it after a while because he was this kind of person like what you're doing, trying to blame the victim, because he's a paid plant on YouTube.
A guy called Mark something the last few days, and he makes gardens for people. But when I see his thumbnail, or when I see a Typical Gamer's thumbnail for a live stream, I know what to expect. It's comfort content for me. I know what to expect.
It's not about comfort when I try to look for a video. I look for something that has a title that it's interesting what they're talking about, because yes, titles do sometimes matter, but if I can look it up as well, I would like it too. But I can't use search function on YouTube, so I have to rely on YouTube's algorithm. You say, why don't you use YouTube's search function? It doesn't work because you may get one video that it's related to your search, and the rest it's all recommended. The search function on YouTube has become completely worthless. It's not useful anymore. I can't use it. TikTok's search function, it's more reliable. And it's TikTok. TikTok was known for quote unquote slop, and it's become more quality content than YouTube has.
Know what I'm getting. And my videos on the gaming channel that I made had the same intro song. And I'm not saying they should make an intro. It's not what you're hearing right now. It's just the same intro, underlaying music, which I really loved. That music, it sets the
It's not about that. Look at Moist Critical. Look at Miyu Muhara. Look at all these people. They do very, very basic forms of editing. They don't even do their editing. They have somebody they pay to do their minimal editing. And they get millions of dollars doing it. And they are uncreative. They steal content. They've been known to be, well, I mean, they're not Moist Critical, but Miyu Muhara is known to be a scumbag. So it's not about the quality. Stop gaslighting people.
The mood for all of my videos, and I really enjoyed making those videos. So you could hear in my voice, hear in my the way that I spoke in my videos, that I was looking forward to spending time with the viewer in the videos. I don't know if I come across like this right now, but I really also enjoy spending time making these videos for you. So what I'm trying to say is that creating a brand in your videos that you can almost see in your mind right now. You can see something, a Mr. Beast video. You can see what it is, and you can see a Ryan Trahan video. It's the wholesome, funny, or just down to earth kind of video. And there's just so many creators out there where you can see, like, you can imagine in your mind a Casey Neistat video, or a Peter McKinnon video, or a Ryan Trahan, Mr. Beast, or if you have like a list of other favorite creators. You can also say maybe vidIQ in this space, because you can see some of
vidIQ is part of YouTube, by the way. Just to let people know. They work for YouTube. They are known to bootlick YouTube. They bootlick Google. Stop trying to say these people care for you. These people don't care about you growing. The only reason why I use vidIQ, and the only reason why I even have stuff on vidIQ, it's because it gives you some boosts, but it's like a you rely on, it's like drugs. You get that performance enhancement, and then you realize, oh, I'm addicted to it. Continue.
the videos, in like, you know the setting, you know what it's about, you know the music, the feeling, and that's branding. In videos, that's branding. It's you're creating some sort of comfort, something to get back to. And it's not about the sets, it's not about the colors. It's about creating the same kind of feeling, the same kind of type of video. That was easy in a gaming video space where I made videos on the same game, and
No. That I'm getting tired of this, because you're clearly trying to gas up your the few audience, aka people like me, who are trying to get their YouTube channel to actually get out of their shadow ban hell, but you're trying to blame the victim, and it's disappointing.
even the same structure of videos, and I used the same intro music and so on. I used the same character, and everything was easy for me. I haven't really nailed how to do that yet in these videos. If you can see one of the things that I'm trying in my last few videos,
Yeah, and they suck. And I don't mean by they suck and it comes to, oh, the quality. You know, the quality is good. No, they just suck because I don't care for them. Now, I think some people would like your videos, but YouTube's not pushing it out there. If YouTube was fair about it, like back in the day, you would get some views. It may be like, I bet, a few hundred views, but that's how it was for everyone. That's how it is on TikTok. You can post slop. You can post high quality content. And at minimum, they'll still push it out for some people. They don't want to push it out to anyone.
that I'm trying to do all over and over and over again, then please let me know in the comments if you notice it. And the fourth thing that's so hard to
The algorithm doesn't notice it.
emulate, to create, if you don't have it yet, or it's just something that comes with time. For me, it's also something that I'm working on in my videos, and something that I will continue to hopefully improve. It's the charisma on camera. So I would say
Again, Again, some people don't want to show their face, you fucking idiot. Some people don't want to be doxxed. You ever realize that? You ever think that certain people just want to keep their personal internet life from real life? You ever think that? I know that you are this type of person who's like, we gotta show your face to get views. No, you fucking don't. Look at Leafy is here. That dude got millions of subs. Now, of course, he did view bot as well, but he did get a lot of views plus view bot to where he became the biggest YouTube channel on YouTube. Never showed his face. Just had fucking CS:GO surfing, and there you go. But that's when the algorithm made sense.
Idea behind the video and the charisma on camera is the two main factors that takes videos and blow them up.
As I said, he's having a mental breakdown.
If you have an idea that is exceptionally good, it can blow up without the charisma. If you have like
It's not about charisma. Drama sells on YouTube. There used to be like the Black Pill community. And it's still going strong, but they're only going strong of the older Black Pill community channels. And the new Black Pill community channels, they can't grow because that term Black Pill, incel, all that stuff, they do shit. Red Pill content does shit. Anything comes to politics does shit unless you talk to third party people. You're fucked.
camera charisma, you can blow up without good ideas. We have seen both things happen, but if you have both, it's just a magic recipe. So I'm not saying that we could have the best idea for a video. I'm not saying that we could be the most charismatic person ever, but I say that maybe a guy like Ryan Trahan is leaning on the charismatic part, and a guy like Mr. Beast is leaning on the idea that transcends his audience.
God. This dude is just he's slowly going crazy, and he's gonna realize that people like me, and I guarantee he won't see this video because I'm shadow banned, and my video won't go out to his recommendations. Even if I put out the title on my name, on his name, he won't see it.
All the time. So if you could, and if I could improve my idea every time, and if I could improve my charisma every time, so that the next video,
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I'm just gonna be on. Oh, I realize you have a ring on your finger, so I'm thinking you're still married, but probably some marital shit's going on. It's not your fault. It's just YouTube's fault, and you was blaming YouTube, but you pussyfoot away. It's YouTube's fault, not your fault.
maybe I think about how I present and how I talk in my videos, and I'm maybe using my
Okay. The way you speak would not matter if people can at least understand you. There are people who are from India, they get thousands of views. You know, that Indian accent that everyone hates, even other Indians hate it. They get views. It doesn't matter about quality on YouTube. If it did, only Mr. Beast would be getting views only, and celebrity videos that everyone hates. It's not about quality.
arms, maybe using my on-camera presence here so I can improve my charisma. I could come across to you more energetic, maybe in some sort of way. And then maybe sometimes, some along the way, my ideas get better and my charisma get better. And at some point, these two will hit this glass ceiling of transcending the audience, and maybe the next video or the next video again, you will get 1,000 videos views, not videos, and maybe you'll at some point make a video that just had the right idea and had the right charisma for that video, and that video maybe will hit 10,000 views or even 50. Oh,
Don't listen to this dude. He's clearly going through a midlife crisis. I think people like me broke him, and he's coping and seething like a motherfucker. It's quite sad, actually, because this dude was trying to understand YouTube's algorithm, and he became a simp for YouTube.
100,000 views. Now I know that for a fact I have 2 channels with videos that have hit these numbers. I have not hit 1 million views yet. I have videos that is over 100k views, and the thing that's common in these videos is that I've had an idea, something that
No. The reason why those videos hit a bunch of views was because they're a few years old, before YouTube's more newer updates happen. That's what happened. Older YouTube channels tend to not have this problem as much, but people who are starting out or having to remake YouTube channels, they have to struggle more. Remember, YouTube is releasing YouTube Hype. YouTube Hype is where you're going to have to do pay to win now. YouTube is becoming pay to win. The reason why they're releasing YouTube Hype is because everyone has been paying third-party services to boost their algorithm and SEO with view bots. So they're going to do that as a service. So that means these third-party services won't get views. Will not get views, but get money and ad revenue and whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
you couldn't help but wanted to click. And I, for my, like, it's hard to judge yourself, but I would say that I was, at least in some of them it was product reviews, and in my videos I was clearly honest in my video, so maybe that was something that helped. And in my gaming space, I really, it sounded like I had some fun, at least as I even think that I was laughing in some of my videos. And if you could laugh in your videos, and if you could laugh of yourself, if you could smile in your videos, maybe you could rub off on the viewer and make them have a better day. So I'd say that's what worked on my gaming videos and what worked on my product review.
No, your other channels were a few years old. It was made several years ago to where it was a time where YouTube was actually fair, because I remember making videos a few years ago and I had no issues growing at all on YouTube. There was no issue when I had my other channels and it would grow. I had no issues. But now new YouTubers are realizing you can't grow on YouTube. This is bullshit. And you know this. You don't want to admit it because you don't want to think that. So, this dude has completely gone off the... he's gone insane. I think he even deleted some of his videos. So I'm checking it. Yeah, he deleted one of his shorts. The bastard. Yeah, he did. This motherfucker deleted it. See, this guy's going insane. That's a fact. He's going insane. I do think he's just realizing over time that people like me were correct. And he's coping and seething about it. But I'm going to post this video. See ya.